Hello class, my name is George Avalos, and my informative speech is based on the history of Nike. So throughout my presentation, I'm going to be showing you guys and explaining you guys how Nike was formed and who was the founder of it, and how they worked their way up, and how they started from zero, and how nowadays they're like a big company. Okay, so who started Nike? So Bill Bowerman was the one who actually founded Nike. He was a co-founder with this other guy named Knight. I forgot his first name, but right here it shows some examples of him actually himself making the shoes with his hands, because back then, of course, they didn't have any machines. But now, as everybody can see, everything's getting better, so obviously we have machines. And the first Nike shoe, like on the right side, is called the waffle shoe. It was invented by Bill Bowerman, and that's when he started coaching for the Oregon track and field team. So he wanted better footwear for his players, so he decided to create this, and with the help of his wife, they did this waffle shoe, which was formed with the waffle iron steel, so that's why it was named that. Okay, so like I said, the waffle iron shoe.
Curious Jack says, there are 1,001 things that you should know. Number 644, the modern sneaker was created in a waffle iron. In 1970, the eventual co-founder of Nike, Bill Bowerman, is a well-regarded track and field coach who's trying to find a way to make athletic shoes lighter and faster. At the time, sporting shoes with the best grip had spikes, but they couldn't perform well on multiple surfaces. Bowerman had material to make the soles of his new sneakers, but had not yet found the proper way to shape the mold. One morning in 1971, Bowerman is having waffles for breakfast with his wife while he's still trying to figure out the best shape for his shoe sole. Bowerman suddenly realizes the grooves in the waffle iron might be the answer. According to his wife, Bowerman gets up from the breakfast table, grabs the necessary ingredients from his home lab to make urethane, a compound that's both durable and elastic, and pours them directly into the waffle iron. That rubber mold is just right and goes on to inspire Nike's shoe, the Waffle Trainer, also known as the Moon Shoe, due to the distinctive pattern they make in the dirt. So, you can thank breakfast for innovating shoes and wonder what the world of running would be like today if Bowerman and his wife were having pancakes instead. What other footwear facts do we need to delve deeper in? Tell us in the comments and make sure to subscribe.
So what you guys heard in the video, it was based off on their family eating waffles, so that's what brought the idea to Bill Bowerman. Like they said, they were eating families, and he was trying to find new ways of making shoes better and comfortable for players, because not every shoe was comfortable for everybody in different sports. So he saw the waffle iron, and he decided that that was like the perfect shape for athletic shoes. And another thing that they mentioned, as you guys saw, was that the first footwear that he created, that they had spikes, but it wasn't comfortable for any track and field sports, so he obviously had to create the waffle shoe. So that's why he used the waffle iron machine. So Bill Bowerman biography. So some facts is that he was actually born in February 1911 in Portland, Oregon. He was famous because he was the founder of Nike. He attended the University of Oregon in 1929, and a few years later, in 1964, was when he actually started coaching for the Portland, Oregon Ducks for their track field. And he actually won his first 2 years. He won the NCAA championship in 1964 and 1965. So this meant a lot for him, and as well for the Nike creation, because this was a form that helped them create better footwear for people. And this is a picture of his team when they won the 2 consecutive years. And that's a picture of Bowerman and his athlete after the reward and after winning a race. So it's actually located in Beaverton, Oregon, the first headquarters of Nike. and it was created in January 25 of 1964. It serves as an office and a Nike museum, which is a host for artifacts of Nike's journey for the last 50 years. So whenever you want to see how Nike created their shoes, you'll see an example if you walk in there. It's a museum that basically lets you see any old creation to the newest, but how they started and how it's founded. And if you actually go there, you'll see the iron machine, which was a waffle machine, and they used it to create the first footwear, which was pretty famous back there. And at the same time, it was a little bit heavy but more comfortable for sports because it was built out of iron. And this is where the headquarters begins, and it's actually like where it was founded. Since he was born in Portland, that's where the headquarters was established for Nike, and as you see it, they have like a big campus. Okay, so right here in this slide, it's a couple of examples for the shoes. So as you could tell, in 1964, they're called the Blue Ribbon Sports, and they actually started shoes like this, but they weren't comfortable enough for people to wear, or for people of sports to wear. And in 1972, that's when the logo started evolutionizing too. They actually had a better track shoe, and in 1978 they had their first running shoe, which looks more comfortable and has better looks. In 1985, they actually came out with the first Jordans, which you can tell they're already getting better at it. And in the present, like you see the Nike Air Max 97s. And Bill Bowerman had a saying that if there are limits to what we can do, he doesn't know what they are. He doesn't want to know what they are. So that really tells us that Bowerman had a vision that he could grow better in the Nike history, and that he could do way more things than what he actually accomplished. So, on this slide, it's the most popular shoes, type of Nike shoes. So I showed a couple examples, like for example, Nike Air Max 95s, the 97s, and the 270s, and some of the other ones I'm not really familiar with, but they are really popular nowadays. Nike is also a good sponsorship for most of famous soccer players, or in general any sport athlete. But for example, on this slide I chose to pick Cristiano Ronaldo because he's known for the most famous one, and he has like the hugest sponsorship from Nike because they create shoes for him and they make it comfortable enough where he also sells them and other people like it as well. So on our surveys, I asked the whole class if they preferred Air Max 95s or 97s, and it was in between. Some people said the 97s were actually more comfortable, and other people said that they haven't worn these pair of shoes, so they wouldn't know what to say. But by the looks, they all went for the 97s. But in my opinion, I would like the Air Max 95s because I think they look better. And my bibliography is right here with all my sources. Thank you for